Hey guys, Tim Wilson UK here, and welcome to another video in my career series in F1 2016. So after a pretty dismal race at Australia where we finished 15th, mind you we did hit the team objective of 17th, currently laying 15th, didn't manage to beat Romain Grosjean, he finished 13th. Pretty poor qualifying in Australia, not a great race, was currently lying 5th at one point, but then managed to lose my front wing. Got some serious damage and then got overtaken with the guys on the super soft in the last few laps. I think Jenson Button overtook me. Yeah, you can see there Jenson Button overtook me. I was actually right behind Grosjean at one point. Fell back quite significantly in the last couple of laps. Let's get straight into... There we go. Let's get straight into free practice in Bahrain, which means that we're going to have some more research and development to do on the car. So that's what we're going to do in this particular video. Alright, let's just wait for it to load up to the laptop screen, which I would imagine it's going to do. Alright, here we go. Okay, so I did actually see this in the end of the last video, so I'm actually going to have to go through this again, but this little cutscene doesn't take very long, it's only a couple of seconds, so I'm just going to talk over the top of it in a minute. There we go, he's finished already. That's just to show you what we had done in the previous upgrade. So we had an engine power ignition system upgrade, giving us an extra 8 brake horsepower. Jump straight into the laptop. Tells us on the left hand side the engine power has been increased. We've got a tyre update for the weekend. The weather forecast is dry, which I would imagine, well, anyone would imagine that's always going to be the case in Bahrain. And let's dive straight into practice one.
The magnificent Bahrain International Circuit sits majestically in the desert, situated just 30 kilometers from the capital Manama. Welcome to the Bahrain Grand Prix, where practice is about to get underway. Now then, Anthony Davidson, there's been a lot of talk over the last few weeks about track limits. How much is too much when you're cutting corners and running wide? What are your thoughts on this? And do you think we'll be seeing drivers pushing those limits this weekend?
Well, I'd be disappointed if we didn't, frankly. If race control want to clamp down on drivers wandering off the track, then it's up to them to police it. As a driver, you're being paid to get your car around the circuit as quickly as possible, don't forget. So if you're not pushing those limits, if you're ignoring the advantageous line, then you're not doing your job properly. Now, I agree that, we have these white lines there for a reason, and we do want to see those limits enforced, but for me, it's not a driver's responsibility to do that.
Okay, so let's have a look at the session info and see what we've got to do. We've got some more track acclimatisation, tyre management, qualifying pace, and then obviously the team objectives that come alongside that. The previous free practice that I did in Australia, I actually did on medium, so this will probably be a little bit harder, but I'm expecting that, and that's perfectly fine. So I don't expect to earn as many points as I did previously, so let's see how we get on.
Right. They don't all need to be done in one session, but there's valuable data there to help race strategy and...
Right, we like to try and do them all in one session, purely because of the fact that it means I don't have to sit and go through 2 more full sessions. I can just skip those next 2 sessions. Right, so this is track acclimatisation. It's going through the gates at specific points on the track, just to try and get used to the way, the look and feel of the track, the layout of the track, braking points and so on and so forth. Some DRS available, and now we should be crossing the line now, and there's our first point. Right. And I've missed one already. Damn it, thank God I get 3 laps on this. Got a few purples so far. That was it. I didn't brake enough in that first set of corners to manage to get that gate. Still going well, still hitting the delta time. Ooh, almost missed that one. 325 is the target. This is how did I miss that? I went straight through it. Ah, it must be something to do with the speed. 180 at the moment. Got a bit to do to get to 325. Oh, massively missed that one. Oh, dearie me, I'm having a mare here. I need to get used to the track. 200 so miles off the 325 target. I need to, oh thank God I've got 3 laps on this track to do it. So 240 at the moment is what I've managed. 270, so not a million miles away. Didn't quite do it.
Turn 12, turn 13.
That's better. A few purples to start with.
Conditions to remain dry for a while. We will update you if the outlook changes.
Alright, greens and purples so far. 275, got a few more gates to go. Should be able to hit that 325 target. This was where I went wrong last time. Let's see if I can get this perfect this time. Ooh, only just clipped those two. Oh, I missed it. Bugger. 315. I need 10 more points to do it. And one more lap, so should be able to get a little bit better here. Yeah, managed to hit the target, so I've achieved the objective. Won't be great from a points perspective. 445 I've got to try and do this time. Didn't quite hit that one perfectly, but going better. Don't think I'm going to hit 445, but nevertheless, let's keep going. Tyre management around here is going to be a flipping nightmare because there's so many sweeping corners. Missed it! Damn it! Not one clean lap. I'm going to get about 385, 395. It's going to be short of my target. .430. Not quite perfect, but not too bad. Managed to achieve the target. Let's have a quick look. Alright, so track acclimatisation, managed to get 30 out of 50. Let's go on to the tyre management one. Alright, so we've got 7 laps. Let's see how we get on here. Managed to do this okay in Australia, but as I say, I was doing it on medium. We're now on hard. I need to try and manage the tyres. So this is all about good flowing laps, not scrubbing the tyres. 60 points is what I need to achieve. Brake, turn. That's what I need to do, nice and slowly, but I've also got a lap time to achieve, so I need to be conscious of that. Okay, here we go. 140 is the lap time. Slightly down on the delta time. I need to pick the pace up a bit. I'm just going a bit gingerly this first lap, just to try and keep the tyres nice and not scrubbing them too much. There's lots of changes of direction on this track, so I need to be really careful. Just to not take too much life out of the tyres. Keep that circle at the top there in the purple bar. That's quite a difficult one because you have no choice but to brake on the corner. Right, 2/10 up on the delta at the minute. Stretching it out, 3/10 now. Nice and smooth, 3/10 up at the minute. Let's try and keep that in the purple. 1 corner to go. Half a second up on the delta. Nice early braking point. Turn in and power out. Keeping that in the purple. Lovely stuff.
Last lap was easier on the tyres than we anticipated.
That's quite busy now. Let's see if I can push the time a little bit more here. Up on the delta, 2/10 already. Turn them braking a little bit there, got that into the green. Solid lap so far, almost a half a second up, so this is going well. I'm pretty pleased with this so far. I shouldn't talk too soon because no doubt on one of these 7 laps I'm going to completely mess this up, which I normally do. Yeah, see, just inside the purple at the minute. Almost a second up on the delta. I just need to keep this going to the end. A little bit deep into that corner, into the green, not in the purple at the minute. So definitely not going to get a clean sweep. Got 25 points. Really deep into that corner. Up into P8. Nice couple of corners there, and once again, half a second up already. Tyres must be really warming up now. Right, getting a bit ragged. You can tell I'm pushing. That bar is really struggling to, that circle's really struggling to stay in that purple bar at the minute. I'm really pushing this lap, trying to get a really fast time here. See if we can get a toe off Ricardo down the straight. 1.1. Absolutely flying at the minute. Really? Oh, come on, Ricardo! Alright, in the purple on this lap. That was terrible. 138, Hamilton. Ooh, really deep into that corner. That's going to mess up my lap time. Still almost a second quicker. Get the DRS open. Power onto the line. Still 8th. Had to dodge Verline or Harrianto, whoever that was there. Wow, massively up the purple at the minute. I think I went really deep into that last corner. Let's try and pull this lap back. That's better. Creeping back up towards the purple. And again, half a second up. Flying along at the minute. How did Hamilton manage a 1:13? I don't think... There must be a glitch in this, because I have no idea, unless that's for a sector. Because there's no way you can do a lap round here in 1:13. Especially, I mean, I'm 1:23 already and I'm not even anywhere near the finish line. I did notice that Ricardo had done a 1:09 around the Melbourne track in Australia, so there may be a slight glitch in the game. Second up again. Still P8. Yeah, Hamilton 1:38. Quick at the moment, very quick at the moment. And a lot of time in that first sector. Let's see if I can keep it going through these corners. Nice and smooth as well. 1.2 seconds quicker. Let's see if I can push that grid position up a little bit. I'm going to try and get up into top 5, somewhere around there. Drop down to 9th now, behind Sergio Perez. 1.2 now up on the Delta for the... Really pushing this lap. Bit wide there, but that's okay because he's taken a really tight turn in there. 1.7. Let's see if we can get this to 2 seconds. .9, almost 2 seconds. So that's going to be a 1:39. Get the DRS open. Ah, P4. Come on. Nice. Only a second up in this lap, so this isn't as good as the last lap. That was 2 seconds up across the entire lap. Really going to struggle to get anywhere near that. I think lap 5 was the best I'm going to do. Unless I can put together a stonking final sector. 1.4 might do it. I was about 2 seconds up. 1.5, I need to catch up. Another half a second in this last sector. Currently green at the minute. A little bit wide there. Still 1.6 seconds. A little bit wide there. It's getting a bit ragged. Right, so 2 seconds up already. And this isn't going to be a purple one. I'm really pushing the lap here. 2.5 seconds. P2. Last lap. I'm going to take it easy in this last lap. Just ensure that I keep that in the purple. So I've got 4 greens. 4 purples, 2 greens. Let's see if I can make this 5 purples, and then I should get the well, not the maximum, because obviously I've got 2 greens in there, but as much as I can possibly hope for with 1 lap remaining. Nice and smooth. All good.
Conditions should remain dry. We will keep you informed of any changes to the weather.
I do like this track. I do really like this track. Let's get that DRS open. A little bit down on the delta to what I had been before. I was about 1.5 seconds up on previous laps, but as I said, we've done the quick lap. This is just to try and ensure another purple.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
1 corner to go. And that should keep it nice and purple. Still 2 seconds up.
Okay, then that's the end of the program.
95 out of 105. I can't grumble with that.
So we can go over it.
Let's go back to the garage and have a quick look. So we actually did better on the tyre management than we did on the track acclimatisation. 50 out of 50. Happy with that. Let's have a quick look what we've got to do here. Alright, so set 3 consecutive fast laps we've done in the long run. Beat the average speed trap speed, which I must have done at some point. And now we've got to do a fast sector in 1, 2 and 3 in the qualifying place. Still got 18 minutes left in this session, so let's just bang these 3 laps in and see if we can achieve all of those objectives. Car ahead of me as well. Alright, I've dropped down to 3rd. Rosberg's knocked me down to 3rd. But then again, they've only tested mediums. I've tested super softs. Alright, here we go. Target lap time. They want us to achieve 13th quickly. A 1:39.6. Nice and smooth. Tends to keep it smoother, keeps it quicker, to be fair. Alright, I've done the first sector objective. Looking good at the minute, 1.7 up. Ooh, a little bit wide there, but let's keep it on the track. Sector there, the delta's dropping down. That was a scrappy section, that was.
Fantastic lap. That's beaten our secondary target time.
I've got another one here, 139.4 now. So I should be able to do that. Half a second up on the delta. So quickest in FP1, but using the super softs. Hamilton and Rosberg are using two sort of tyre grades down. They've gone through the soft to the medium, and they're still currently second and third. So really quick, that Mercedes car around the Bahrain track. Right, so that 139.4 is estimating that that is where 9th position will be on the grid. And a 138.3 is third.
Practice program over. That's all we need for now. Return to the garage pronto.
Alright, so I didn't have to do that. Let's go to the garage. Nice. That means I must have done a 138.2. Right, so 50 out of 50 on the qualifying pace, 25 out of 25 on the objectives, tyre management perfect.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 38.1.
1 minute 38.1. Let's have a look at the rest of the timings. Vettel 138.1 as well on the softs. So he's still got some pace in him. But that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Let's accelerate to the end of the session. Don't want to watch Vettel. Let's press R2, get this to go to the end of the session. Let's see if we drop down. Nobody's used the super softs yet, but I would imagine people do that test in the in FP2 or FP3. Well, let's see if we can speed this up some more, which we can. There we go. I've got purple in sector 1 and 3. Vettel's got purple in sector 2. Roman's down in 9th position, but once again he hasn't used the super soft tyres.
Quick look at the classification at the end of the session then. Here are your top three. A Haas, Vettel and Lewis Hamilton. That's it for practice then. We'll see you again soon.
A Haas. So it doesn't say your name, it just says a Haas. Right, so let's have a look at the resource points, because I should be able to allocate these now if we have enough to do the next upgrade. So we've got 408 points. Let's have a quick look at the laptop. Where's the R&D? Here we go. 400. Can we do anything? Ah, we can do some drag reduction. So let's select that upgrade and get that going. I wonder if you can... I don't think you can actually skip the session from here. No, can't skip the session from here, so let's just say go to practice 2 and we'll retire from the session straight away, which is fairly straightforward. End the session.
cars are now over the line. Your top three again.
1:37.9. So based on my lap from FP1, I would have been third. I did a 1:38.1, which is still cool. I'm happy with that. I also didn't have a look at what tyres they were using, but let's have a... I'm hoping that the setting that I changed it to for the qualifying and the race, when I changed it from medium to hard in Australia, has actually stayed. Because it did feel, not that it felt easier, but it didn't feel as difficult. Does that look like it's raining outside? Let's go to practice 3. But I don't think I can look here. Preferences, race settings. No, it's still on hard. So I'm pleased with that. That's pretty good. Let's end the session because we've done all of the research and development.
Session there, then. Let's remind
Oh, there's some quick times in here. Alright, so we've got Vettel on super softs doing a 1:37.7. So I would have been around about 4th, so maybe 5th place. But yeah, I'll be pretty happy with that. That was a quick lap. So let's advance, and this should take us back to the motorhome where the laptop is, or back to the hospitality unit. And we get a couple more resource points just for attending the session. And we've got a voicemail here.
Hi, how are you? I'm just passing on your qualifying goals for this weekend.
Alright, 15th or higher and beat Roman Grosjean. Now, based on my free practice and the way I feel around this track, I'm confident that I can do that. But I did have a bad qualifying last time, so I've got to be mindful of that when I go into the race. I've just noticed that Anthony Davidson and David Croft are sitting there. Ha! Nice. Alright guys, that's it for free practice 1, 2 and 3. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button, it really helps me. If you've got any comments about the video or anything that you'd like to suggest, drop it in the comments box below, and make sure to subscribe to see any future videos from this and other series on my channel. Until next time guys, cheerio.
Can I just finish this level and then I'll turn up?